Hello. Thank you for joining for quote 721 and 722 from the book The 7 Steps to Awakening. And these quotes are by Sri Visistha, the Supreme Yoga. And before reading the quotes, I'd like to share some words from A.Ramana from the book Consciousness Being Itself. So we'll begin by closing our eyes and simply grounding into this moment. I take a few deep breaths and allow my attention to be there on the breath. Moving inward. Being aware of the breath. And then being aware of the awareness of the breath. This awareness is the self. When self-inquiry has reached the source, where you are merged in the self, there's no quandary about what am I. It's not even paradoxical. What's necessary is to be very finely tuned in the inquiry with regard to the I that is intellectualizing and knowing this and knowing that. You must inquire into that same I, that same me, and say, do you, who know this and know that, do you know yourself? Where does this I, in this very moment of knowing, where is it knowing from? Where does it, the I, shine from? Where is its point of power, its place of power in this moment? Where is its light or knowledge in this moment? You must stay with this process until it reveals itself from within itself. As it reveals itself as I, Bhagavan says, seek the I. Seek the source of I. And on reaching the source, the I dissolves. The I disappears. Bhagavan said on reaching the source to abide in the source. He didn't say to remain in the I. As long as there is still an indulging in this I, as though this I is real, and this I is me, it's not going to disappear. It will remain alive. In its remaining alive, it's still only a concept. It's still only an illusion. For in the Absolute, it doesn't exist. Only in the relative does it appear to exist. by long habit, there is this apparent sense of I, this sense of being an individual, this I, me, my, mine. Feel it. Can you feel it? Notice its alignment with its close association and identification with the body form, the size and the shape and the duration, and the dimension, and so forth of the body. It is limited to the confines of the body. When we think of I as an individual, as an entity, as an apparently existing person, that person has a body, and that body is moved or manipulated. It's altered or controlled by intention, by thought. That intender, that thinker, that mover, that controller is called me. The whole configuration is of a name and form. It's a body-mind entity. Can you tune in with that? When you refer to yourself in ordinary terms, in the ordinary sense of the word, that's what the reference is. It may be in this waking state, as this food body, this physical body, or it may be in the dream state, as the mental or astral body. Even in the dreamless sleep state, it is a causal body. Even though at the time we are not thinking of it as a causal body, we refer to it from memory. We recall in the waking state that I was there in the form of formlessness. As I requires a form in order to express its existence, and that form as some body, a body of some sort. It is this long habit, this long-held habit of association and identification with this body form as being me that is so difficult to break, is so difficult to get beyond, to fall prior to, free from. You might say it is the primal work involved in spiritual process, in spiritual practice. Now this habit of body identification, this habit of identifying with this notion, this felt notion, I am this body, this concept, this felt concept, I am this body. Feel what it feels like. This habit is the primal habit. The habit of identifying with an individual manifestation, an individual form, remaining in association with that form as I, me, my, mine. That's the primal separation. And that habit is the only habit to be dissolved. So the habit of identifying with an individual manifestation, an individual form, remaining in association with that form as I, me, my, mine. That's the primal separation, and that habit is the only habit to be dissolved. Quote 721. The utter destruction or extinction of the mind is the extinction of the creation cycle. It is also known as the abandonment of the mind. Therefore, uproot this tree whose seed is the I idea, with all its branches, fruits and leaves, and rest in the space in the heart. The utter destruction or extinction of the mind is the extinction of the creation cycle. It is also known as the abandonment of the mind. Therefore, uproot this tree whose seed is the I idea, with all its branches, fruits, and leaves, and rest in the space in the heart. Quote 722. Realize, I am not that ego sense, and rest in pure awareness. Realize, I am not the ego sense, and rest in pure awareness.